This is your One for Israel news update. Over the weekend, the United States launched precise and strategic airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, targeting underground enrichment operations that posed a growing threat to global security. These decisive actions underscored America's resolve to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapon capabilities. This morning, in a bold show of strength and unity, the United States and its ally Israel remained resolute following a missile attack by Iran on U.S. Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. The strike, a response to U.S. operations, caused no casualties and was largely neutralized thanks to advanced missile defense systems. While Iran attempts to frame the attack as retaliation, its limited scope and public messaging suggest a desire to avoid further escalation with Washington. Also, this morning, residents from the northern tip of Golan to the south of Eilat were rushed to shelters as Iran once again targeted major population centers in Israel in a cowardly attack that lasted over 45 minutes. In response to this attack, the Israeli Air Force directed a powerful response with over 50 fighter jets knocking out key IRGC positions and centers of government oppression. Here's some of the targets we hit. In Tehran, a missile hit the entrance to Evin prison with enough force to blast the heavy doors off their hinges and send plumes of black smoke into the sky, reportedly enabling some inmates to escape. This site is infamous for detaining political prisoners, journalists, and human rights activists since 1970. The IDF targeted critical IRGC military installations in Tehran, striking a critical blow to their military operational capacity. One of these sites was the Barrage headquarters. The Barrage Resistance Force is a paramilitary volunteer militia within the IRGC, tasked with defending the Islamic Republic regime responsible for internal security, law enforcement, and moral policing. Israel took out the Barrage headquarters in the same round of strikes today. The countdown clock in Palestine Square, Tehran took a direct hit, destroying this ideological symbol, which counted down to Israel's supposed destruction, sent a clear message that Israel is targeting both military and symbolic threats. The clock reflected Iran's nuclear ambitions, which, left unchecked, posed a severe threat to Israel. The strikes expanded beyond Tehran to hit 6 airfields across Iran, destroying at least 15 fighter jets and helicopters and damaging runways, underground hangars, and refueling systems. The continued attacks on missile launch and radar sites has diminished Iran's ability to launch further aerial or missile assaults on Israel and U.S. regional bases. In other news, Iran's foreign minister is visiting Russia, attempting to drum up support for Iran. In the same moment, the former Russian president, Dmitry Medvedev, completely unmasked Iran's intentions as he boasted, quote, the enrichment of nuclear material and, now we can say it outright, the future production of nuclear weapons will continue. A number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their own nuclear warheads. These developments only spur us on to pray for God to frustrate the plans of the enemy. As the Psalms say, why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth take a stand and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let's break their bonds apart and cast their cords from us. He who sits in the heavens will laugh. The Lord will have them in derision. Then he will speak to them in his anger and terrify them in his wrath. Yet I have set my king on my holy hill of Zion.